All right, so I'm back here with another video. This time it's going to be different because I'm going to have a doubles partner. We're going to play doubles round at Niska Pasik, which stands for Goose
Goose
Meadow.
Meadow.
Goose Meadow. We've played here a few times. This is Jeremy.
Hello.
You've played here a few times. I've played here once. So
Yeah, played here for the last 2 years, about half a dozen times, including a nice little tournament. Great course. You're going to like the video today.
what can we expect? Is first three holes are pretty wide open. The rest of it is actually pretty trickier. It's a lot trickier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and we got a lot of old growth trees out here, which is not a common thing for Edmonton. So there's some really nice holes, and with the fall upon us, we're going to get some good colors as well today.
Yeah, actually, I really like it because there's a lot of shots and holes that forces you to play a different line. Like,
Yes.
it's not just a straight, you can see the basket. Sometimes you can see the basket, but it might be blocked by bushes or trees. So definitely different shot shapes that we have to throw.
Yeah, and we'll have a little distance in front of us, at least for us amateur players. It's
Yeah,
it's a bit of a reach for us to get there, so we'll have fun with that as well.
absolutely. But before we start, I have a surprise for Jeremy. He doesn't
Ooh.
know about this.
I do.
I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen. This is what this disc used to look like. Jeremy gave me one of his discs to dye because I've started to get into disc dyeing. So this is the finished result. And this is what he asked for. This is my first
Request, maybe?
Yeah, on-demand dye.
Oh, I'm
So
excited. Oh my, look at this.
there you go. Your son asked for an Elks dye disc, shaving foam dye for the spiral on the outside, and then I got the Elks logo on it as well.
This
Not the greatest, as I feel little blemishes here and there, but
No, this is
compared to what it
awesome.
used to look like.
So this disc was a found disc where there was no one way to return it to somebody. We got really early on in my disc golf career, and my son loves this disc, and so we gave it over to DJ here to do a little disc dye, and that Elks logo is a surprise, and it's beautiful. And we've actually got a team we can cheer for this year with some wins. So
There you go.
thanks a lot.
And we should say that's a heat.
Yeah, this is a heat, a Discraft heat.
There you go. My
Sweet.
first commission. That's the word I was
Yeah.
looking for. My first disc commission.
I may have to throw this. I might save it for my son, but we might see this one go out there today. So that's fantastic. Yes.
Okay, let's get to it.
Hey guys, so we're at first hole at Niska. Sign says it's a lot longer than it is. You'll find that pretty often on this course where the actual measurements are a little bit different as they dial them in. This is a 315-foot par 3 and one of the only tees here that we have a tee pad. It's an old piece of sidewalk, and I'm going to start by throwing my Prodigy F7. It's my first time throwing for camera, so be kind to me. No pressure. Oh, it's turned over a bit. Come back. Oh, perfect. Just on the edge. Looking good. Wow.
Super happy with that.
DJ plays well on camera.
How many times have you played this course, you reckon, Jeremy?
Probably about a dozen, I would say.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I loved it.
Not that much more than me, then. I always thought that you played it 20 or 30 times.
Well, last year is the first year it really opened up and was available to play.
Oh, okay.
So that's in the year. It's a little bit out of the way, but not too bad for you and I. What, about 30-minute drive?
Yeah.
All right, this is a long putt for me, Daryl. Oh, that'll play nice. Gave it a good bid. All right, we're on hole 2, 293 feet, par 3. Now, Daryl, I know sponsors are always just banging down on our doors trying to get us to join their teams. Yeah. Right now, I prefer to have a mixed bag. That's why I haven't signed with anybody. Okay. I don't know if I told you that. So we're going with the Rhythm Try forehand for this one. We got a lot of trouble trees on the right there, but we're going to try to avoid them. Oh, maybe avoid them too much.
Custom disc, DJ DG. This is my panic. I only ever throw it on forehand. So.
Hopefully there's nothing to panic about here. Ooh, ho, ho. Just skirted the edge of the trees and rolled back onto the fairway. Nice shot. Oh, that's going to be too far. The pressure of the camera. We're going to be working for a couple pars here.
Okay, you still got the tee?
Yeah, we're at hole number 3. It's about 200 feet. It's a par 3 and one of the few ones where Daryl and I got a chance at a birdie. I'm going to throw my Mako 3 with my nice Edmonton Disc Golf Association sponsored stamp on there. Little low, but it's coming in.
Oh, that's a good shot. A little bit. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that curled nicely.
That was perfect. Okay, another new disc. Crave Proton Plastic.
Axiom getting some love today.
Ooh,
Little left.
2 good shots.
Nice birdie. Nice. There we go. Star frame. Okay, hole 4. Another par 3. Like we said, most of the holes on this course are par 3 till we get the end. Sign says 281, and it's pretty close to that on U-Disc. Going with my trusty River, one of the first discs I ever bought.
Nice. Oh, that looks pretty good. Huh?
Happy with that.
So I'm gonna make it seem like I buy discs all the time, which I kind of do. But another new disc on Mark's recommendation, going to FD.
Solid disc. I think I got the same color in my bag. Did you take that from my bag?
That's got my name on it. Yeah, it does.
Double check.
Come back, come back. Oh,
Oh, wow.
got a bit of tree love on that one.
Yeah, are you a member here or what?
Yes, I am, for legal reasons.
Yes.
The spin has failed me on long upshot, so back to the Berg.
Good old Berg.
There
Nice up.
Can't argue with that.
All right. Got to be a circle 2 putt here.
What's your upshot disc?
This one is a EMAC Judge.
All right.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of glide to it.
Nice up.
Thank you.
Now you jinxed me now. It should be. Center chains.
All right. Well, we should say too that these baskets. Okay, hole 5, 263 feet, again par 3. This one here, they've put the tee box right behind the backstop of a baseball diamond. So it makes you have to go up, and when you throw high, your disc can do a lot of different things. Looks like with the fall colors, we got a lot of leaves by the basket. It's looking nice. Hopefully we'll find my yellow disc and it'll be close.
It'll be right under the basket.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That's why the backstop's there.
Well, I think we'll find that one. So I said I should ask you. So your name's Jeremy.
Yeah.
Are we calling you medium germ? Are we...
Yeah, I don't know. Medium germ. I don't know if that'll work. I surely don't have the height of big germ.
Yeah. Maybe we'll call you Canadian germ.
Oh, that might be all right.
Canuck germ. I don't know. We'll workshop it.
J-Pow, something like that.
J-Pow. I like J-Pow. Yeah. Well, I was gonna go construct, but I don't think it's stable enough. So.
Well, I'll tell you this. You might want to throw a little higher than you normally do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was gonna go feedback because that's quite overstable. But I think if I get the height, I'm only gonna get halfway there. So. Okay. Thanks. Shout out to Mark. I'm gonna throw my Hades. No, because that's understable. What am I doing? I don't know what to throw, Jeremy.
All right. Well, you know, Daryl, it's not too promising when you pull 5 discs out of your bag.
Right?
I'm a little nervous for you.
We're going to stick with the construct.
All right.
I think that's the first disc I picked out anyway.
All right. That sounds like a good plan. Well, you didn't hit the backstop. And you found those leaves over there.
Just about made it to the leaves. So you're about 3 feet away from the fence. What are you going to do?
Well, what I'm not going to do is mark this disc because I don't need to get any closer to the fence. That's for sure. But I got a destroyer here at the Oil Sands Open up in Fort McMurray.
Right.
And what they're famous for is always coming back when you throw them. So I'm going to try to get a nice forehand. So we got to go high. Oh my gosh.
Well, you cleared it.
Oh.
But I think you might be further away from the basket now than you were just a second ago.
I would really like to try that one again, but I'm glad you caught it on video. Okay, we're going back to the Mako. Hopefully this is a lot like hole 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a long putt, but we're up there.
That's a long putt for a bogey.
Yes, for bogey. Rub it in, buddy.
It wasn't meant to rub your nose in it. I was just
he says that now.
Trying to track the scores in my head. So I think I just about made these leaves.
Oh, you did make the leaves. I know that.
Right here.
Oh, there you go. Nice drive. So what do you have here? This looks like a circle 2 putt.
Yeah, somewhere around that. No need to go aggressive. Just get it up to the basket and take that shot back. I'm happy with that.
Right underneath the basket.
Go ahead.
Well, I still have at least circle 1 edge putt here.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's looking at a double bogey now. You're making up your strokes, Daryl.
It's the pressure of being on film, Jeremy. I mean, it takes a lot to perform under pressure.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to make it to the big time in that whole MP50 that we're talking about.
There you go. That's the goal.
I hear there's lots of cameras there. We're going to have to be able to play under pressure.
Nice. All right, so I guess it's my tee box.
Yes. You won that one nicely,
What hole is this? Hole 5? Hole 6?
We are on hole 6.
Hole 6, 283.
Par 3.
Par 3. And now we start to see the course really takes shape. We're out of the fields now. We're out of the open area, the baseball diamonds. Now we're getting into where right around the trees. And this is where you really have to start shaping your shots. He says that like that's what he's actually going to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, what shape are you going to do for this one?
So we got a big tree here in the fairway, overhanging branches. If you can go underneath the branches, it's a straight shot to the basket, but I don't think you'll have the distance to get to the basket from there. So a big hyzer around the tree, somewhere in the fairway. If you go too high from your tee shot, you have these branches here, which look like they've been hit quite a few times. So,
and along the right side, we've got a hedge line.
OB on the, is it OB?
Well, in the tournament, we played at OB.
I think we probably should because it's road over there, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Let's keep away from the hospital as much as we can. Well, I'm going to go wave anyway. That's about where I put it the last time I played, so I'm happy with that, right in the middle of the fairway.
It's a good throw. All right, after that great throw, Daryl, I'm going to try to get myself back on track and maybe follow your lead.
Yeah.
I've got my musket here.
I was just going to say, is that your musket?
My musket, yeah. I hope to hyzer out around the trees there and come back.
Yeah, I think we're probably around the same area. I think you might just have outdrove me a little bit. Well, to say that we're kind of equally matched.
I think that's fair to say. What is that, about 2 feet between the two discs?
Yeah, I would say it's about 2 feet. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right, well, you get to show me a line, hey?
Yeah, exactly. I get to go first.
All right, Daryl, show me a line to the basket.
Yeah, this is your putt preview. Same line, just a little bit higher, I reckon.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Uh-oh. Drifting left. Gonna have to keep myself honest here and get a good putt for a par.
Hopefully a couple of pars.
Okay, putt for par.
Nice.
I don't know if that's my thing, the hand pump.
Everyone's got to have one thing, and that's your...
Yeah.
Okay, hole number 7, 250-foot par 3.
And what do you got to do here?
You gotta make the gap. Basically, you got 2 gaps. You got to make it through the first 2 trees here. There's a left side gap, maybe if you want to go forehand, which I'm guessing Jeremy might try, or there's a center gap. Hopefully you've got a lot of turn on it, and basket is tucked in between 3 guardian trees. So this is definitely not an easy hole. I'm going to go crave, try and put a bit of anhyzer on it.
Good luck.
First thing, make it through the gap. Oh, well, I made it through the gap, but I didn't put any anhyzer on it.
Making it through the gap is the first win.
Make it through the gap. That's all I was concerned about.
All right. Now, I know not a lot of your viewers know me yet, at least, Daryl. But I think you know me pretty well. Have any idea what disc might come out for this hole?
The Lozado Hex?
The Lozado Hex.
The Lozado Hex. Oh, it looks like you went center gap. Oh, and you made it just in front of the guardian trees there. Nice shot.
That was a little close.
That was close. I didn't think you were going to make it.
Oh, little faith do you have in me, Daryl?
Well, when I seen it come out of your hand, I thought you were going to catch the tree. That's what I mean. I knew you could make it, but when I seen the shot, it was touch and go whether you were going to make it through. I was actually thinking you were going to go outside gap.
No, usually I'll take that same gap there because you're hoping to get a bit of hyzer on that forehand so that it'll curl back towards the basket that's up here.
Right.
And we'll just, hopefully on this walk, you'll get a better view of it. This one, the baskets have changed. It's a gold painted basket, so they can be a little harder to see.
Yeah. Is this another Norwester?
Yeah, another old Norwester basket for sure. Yeah. And right where you landed, Daryl, over here, not too long ago, there was a tree standing. And I came out here to play around with our friend Mark.
Yeah.
And when we got out here, it was thunder and lightning, and we had to wait 20 minutes, and we saw some lightning strikes in the area.
Yeah.
And sure enough, one of them hit the tree here and split it right in half.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you got a fairly unobstructed shot.
Yeah. Bit of a tailwind here.
There's that anhyzer you were looking for.
There you go. What's your view like?
Well, my view, I got 3 trees here. For a good player, this should be a big, wide gap. But I'm not saying I'm a good player.
I've seen you make these putts. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, thanks. Well, we're underneath the basket.
There you go. You take the par every day, right?
You bet.
There we go.
And it's in there. Well, and just to make sure I don't get any rules violations here, let's take out another disc.
That's okay. I can
drop that in.
There you go. Par par.
Par par.
Okay, so I've still got the tee box. Hole 8, 195 feet, 200 feet, depending on where you're getting your yardage from. Kind of a straight shot. You want it to dump left around the trees. Last time I played it, I got stuck behind the trees, but I didn't have my C line.
Down in here
FD,
too.
Sorry. What's
it
that?
It feels like we got a little bit of wind coming
and
across.
The wind just picked up as well. If you do look down the course, you'll see the leaves falling off the trees. Oh, that's too far wide. But that'll be okay.
It's coming back.
At least I'll have a look. At least I'm not protected by trees.
Yeah,
actually,
you're gonna
I threw
have a
that
look
further than I thought.
All right, so you threw your FD.
Yeah.
I've got my MD. Hopefully I can get the distance for that. It's a little shorter, but
yeah, I think that's the better disc choice.
Oh, it's going low.
You're probably about pin high.
We'll see. Well, Daryl, this one usually is one of those few birdie holes on the Niska course.
Yeah.
I haven't really put myself in a good position for that, but there's a possibility.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, hit the basket.
Well, at least you stayed close.
And big arm Daryl with his FD.
I think what that means is I need to buy myself an MD.
Oh, that could be.
Oh.
Just passed. Looking like we're going for a couple short putts for par.
Hey, that's a pretty nice little mini marker you got there, Jeremy.
Yeah, it is my DJ Disc Golf mini marker.
Nice.
Good friend of mine gave that to me.
Coming to the website soon. Okay, hole 9, par 3, 321 feet. I believe in the tournament play, this was an island green, correct, Jeremy?
Yes, it was an island green, and not a lot of us could hit it because it's just at that edge of our range.
Yeah.
But instead of having a re-tee for this one, they had a nice friendly drop zone, which was helpful.
Nice.
So when you look up out there, you'll see some hedges in the distance and a big spruce tree in the middle.
Yeah.
And then if we were looking north, it would be the northeast corner where the basket is.
Come on. Where's that?
Just caught that hanging branch on the willow or the
Didn't look
tree
like
out
it was
there.
coming back.
I have yet to make it within the hedges, Daryl.
Yeah.
But when we were at the Battle 6 tournament in Wetaskiwin, I got this understable H7.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that stamp there.
Yeah, there's their decal.
Let's give a shout out to the Wetaskiwin course, the Battle 6 that we both played in.
We did,
We
yeah.
didn't make a video because that was my first tournament, and I didn't want the added pressure of carrying a camera around and everything like that. But if you tune into the Chain Out podcast, maybe we talk about it sometime in the future. But yeah, so you got that. That's a H7.
It's an H7, a 9.5 minus 4.1 for all you numbers junkies out there. So it's a bit of an understable. I'm hoping to get a bit of a flex out of it to give me that distance needed.
Yeah. We got good height on it. Is it going to get enough?
Oh,
just
as
short of
close
the-
to the hedge as I could get without getting in the other side of it.
Yeah. And that's the brutal thing about this hole, is if you are playing it in a tournament, that was a good shot, so close to being in the hedge, and then you get punished and go to the drop zone.
And you go to the drop zone.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's brutal. So I threw my MVP wave on that hole, which I think is an 11.5 minus 2.2.
Right.
And you threw
An H7.
an H7, which was 9.
Yes.
It's 9.6, 9.5.
9.5, I think it was.
So, me being a beginner golfer, and I think higher speed goes further, right? So I think 11 is going to get me further. But talking to Mark, and obviously what I've learned over the few months that I've been playing, is that 11 really just means how fast you have to throw it to get it to do what it wants.
That's right.
Obviously 11 speed is going to be a lot more aerodynamic maybe than a 9 speed.
Yep.
So it'll cut through the wind. But for distance wise, what's two things. I guess one, what is I don't know how to word it. Your max distance disc? Or what is your highest speed disc that you carry in your bag?
Oh, right. Well, the highest speed disc I carry right now is my number 10, or it's a musket at a 10 speed.
Right.
And then as for what I throw for furthest distance, it's usually my forehands, but it can be the Crave at the 7 or 6.5 in that range.
Really?
Yeah.
So your Crave, which is a 6 speed, goes further than your 9 speed or your 10 speed musket.
It can. So I think it's all about form and...
Yeah. And as there's a popular channel on YouTube, flight numbers don't matter.
Yes.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah,
That's what I've come to realize, is that just because it's an 11 speed, 12 speed, 13 speed, doesn't mean you're going to get extra distance. It just means that you have to be better and have a faster arm to get it to do what you want it to do.
That's right.
So,
well, let's show them how close I got to almost getting in the hedges for my first time.
Yeah, just outside the hedges. There's the hedge. You can see the basket just over there. So you've got a bit of an obstructed putt, I think.
Yes.
You have to put it on a big hyzer around the tree leaves.
Well, I think it's just keeping it low will be the main thing. But maybe we'll pull out the good old Sensei, one of my first discs, the putter there.
Yeah.
See if we can get it up to that basket. We got around the tree.
You got around the tree. You didn't clip the leaves or the low-hanging branches.
Well, and in some cases, too, when we were talking about this course, when they made that competitive tournament, there's some wood chip areas underneath the trees.
Right.
And in certain situations, those were hazards. So sometimes adding insult to injury. Well, you clipped that branch, but you still kept going forward quite a bit, because here's the tree behind us.
I didn't get the late turn that I was expecting out of the negative 2.2.
That's a good up, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm happy
One
with
last
that.
thing about where you landed, which would have been a tough one in the tournament,
Yeah.
is you are about 15 feet, I'd say, from the drop zone.
Okay.
So had you had not hit that tree and gotten 15 foot further, you would have been exactly at the drop zone, but got an extra stroke because you didn't get in the island. All right, here's for par.
Nice par. Just a little tapping for me.
So there we go. We got 9 holes done at Niska.
Yeah.
And at that point, Daryl, after that double bogey I took on 5,
right?
You've held the lead since, and you're holding close at even, and I've got a +1.
That's pretty good. My best on this course was +3, so hopefully if I can go par all the way back, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you happy with +1?
Well, I'm not happy with that bogey, but I'm very well happy with +1 for sure.
Absolutely.
As we head into the back 9, we'll get into some tougher holes here.
Yeah.
And maybe your viewers should let us know how they like the video and if they want to see more of this content.
Maybe we'll do another one. Okay, so that wraps it up for this video. We did 9 holes. We may or may not have 9 holes out on the other podcast. We're not sure if we're going to do that yet, but we'll update our Instagram and socials. I will put it all links. Maybe I'll put links. I don't know if we're ready to put that out there yet. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next time. Hopefully it won't be too long till the next video.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.